Hi, for those who don't know me, my name is Jun, and today we're gonna do my family tree. So I'm just gonna sit here and talk about my family tree, and it'll be very boring. I'm gonna talk about my grandfather, my dad's dad. Yeah, let's do that. Grandpa, or I call him my yeye. His name is Cheah Wen Tjun. This is how you spell his name. Happens to be the first generation born in Malaysia, so he's actually muscular. So he was born in 1913 in Malaysia. In 1934, my granddad went to Guangzhou, China to study. He went to Chunshan University. I don't know what he studied because he never graduated after that. So during his time in China, he met my grandma. Her name is Yin Li. They were both matchmade by their parents. And the first time they met is during their wedding day. So yeah, in China, parents tend to matchmake people. I wish I was matchmade too. My granddad left China. China is having conflict with Japan. So my granddad and my grandma left China to come to Malaysia. They went to Guri, Perak. During that time in Malaysia, they were living a story wooden house. So when he came to Malaysia, he started to do as a contractor. He did construction work. So in 1942, he stopped his contracting business because Japan went to Malaysia and they like, hi. Because of the Japanese occupation in Malaysia, my granddad had to stop doing his contracting business. In 1945, when the Japanese left Malaysia, my granddad started resuming as a contractor. And because of that, he made a lot of money in his contracting business after the war. The government asked him to build stuff like schools, bridges, toilets, schools. I think I just mentioned that. So because of the fortune he made, I imagine he'd be like, in 1955, that's when my dad was born. And comes in the second generation. It was 1957 when independence was born and economy started to bloom, you see. So my dad and Yeye moved from Gurek to Ipoh for a bigger house. That's for my granddad. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about my dad. As my dad was growing up and Yeye was making a lot of money, my dad was sent to one of the biggest primary school in Ipoh, Cater Avenue School. After primary school, he went to a secondary school, which is the Anderson School of Ipoh. And if I remember, he failed his Malay. So since he cannot study any university in Malaysia, he has to go to Singapore, Serangoon Garden School in Singapore for his pre-U. After that, he went to TAS, which is called Tunku Abdul Rahman College in KL, to do his degree of accounting. So once he graduated, he went to an audit firm. In 1979, when my dad is still working, he met his first and only girlfriend, who happens to be my mom, called Choi Peng. So yeah, that's my dad and that's my mom. He's so bald. And during the 80s, after 5 years of being together, they both got married. During the time they were living in Singapore, so when they got married, they moved from Singapore to KL. And they were living in Kapong Bandar Manjala. So in 1985, he started his practice, CK Cheah & Co. From then on, he started to make his own fortune. They started a family, and I happened to be born. The third generation. I'm the third generation. I studied in Sri KL. In secondary school, I went to Wesleyan Methodist School. And during my time, I practiced wushu and tennis. Reason why I did wushu and tennis is so I can lose weight. I didn't lose any weight, to be honest. After I left Wesleyan Methodist School, I went to study animation in the One Academy. I stayed there for 3 years, but I didn't get to complete it because I suck at animation. If you see my drawing, it's pretty bad. Yep, this is my drawing. I would enroll in Taylor's Lakeside to study foundation in arts. What am I going to do after that? Well, maybe I'm going to do a degree in education. I like to expand my horizon. I like to know more other than teaching. I like to understand more about the world. Well, hopefully you like it. If you enjoyed this, I thank you. So thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed it, and see you again. Bye.